Wait, I just realized something. When we were looking at the security footage earlier, we were just looking for live feeds. We were trying to figure out where the others are, what they were up to, if they were alive, and so on. But we totally forgot that security systems like this can do more than show you live footage. Are you following me? Yeah, I don't know how much luck we'll have, but it's worth a shot. Leave that to me. Well, it was designed so that a human could operate it. That means there's a logic to how it's set up. A computer computes, a calculator calculates, and an automobile mobiles. Everything's designed to do something, and once you know what, you can start guessing how. Once you start to figure out how to get it to do things, it's just a question of playing with it until it does the things you want it to. See? Knock it off. Makes it sound like you're better than me or something. Let's check the log. Damn it! This isn't good. Looks like all the video data was removed before we got here. That would be my guess. All it says here is administrator. Yeah, it might have given us what we need to figure out who the killer is, too. The camera in room 2 in the crew quarters would have recorded what happened to Alice and Luna. Same for the old woman in the warehouse. And if there was a recording of us being carried into the AB rooms, we could have even figured out who Zero Senior is. You want to open it? It says Golem status. Yeah, you mean the room full of robots on the other side of the green door? Here we go. Looks like it. What is it? What do you mean? I thought you told me Golem, or whatever his name was, started spitting smoke and keeled over. Already on it. Here you are. Sure. This is... Interesting. This is the footage the Golem pulled from the main server. The original data was deleted, but it looks like the stuff he pulled is still here. So, if we go... Nice! Great work, Sigma. Good. Looks like they're both... You okay? You sure? That's good. You really looked like you'd lost it for a minute there. Your sanity's pretty easy to miss. I'm surprised anyone found it, let alone turned it in. Well, looks like I don't have anything to worry about. I hope that's all it is. You haven't caught a disease or something, have you? Well, you're looking a lot better, so I can stop worrying, right? Fine, no more check-ins. Anyway, I figured something out while you were resting. Come have a look at this. Footage from room 2 in the crew quarters. The room I dug it out of Golem's cache. You'll see in a minute. Can you figure it out? Yeah. The central server seems to be using its own time system. Files appear to be named based on that system. They might as well be random to you and me, which made it pretty hard to find this gem. Yeah. I'll just pause that and magnify it. Exactly. Yes, after Kay leaves this room, it's about 2 minutes before he comes back with you and me. Right. Yeah, if you believe him. The footage here doesn't show any of that. I looked around, but I couldn't find one. The only stuff left is shot from this position. Even so, I think we've gotten our hands on something important. Exactly. Are you ready? Okay, let's keep going. I'll move back to the start of this file so we can see it in chronological order. Let's say this is 0 hours, 0 minutes. After all, It's not like we know what time it actually is. So, this is... Yeah, about a minute goes by before... This. Yeah, if I play it back at normal speed, I can measure time using this hourglass. Then I just add the time from the hourglass, and that's how far in we are. Yeah, this is 0 hours 1 minute. Right now you and I are talking to Dio in the Floor B warehouse. With the time frame we've established, calculating what we're doing is pretty easy. Yeah. Want to listen to it? Don't know. The audio data must have been transcoded into something else. Seen enough? I'm going to fast forward a little bit. Clover's interrogation goes on for a while, but it's all pretty much the same thing. Now, at 0 hour... Here. Yeah, this is the only one that I found. Shouldn't be too hard to guess what happened after you've seen the next part, though. Yeah, this is about a minute and 40 seconds after they both left the frame. So 0 hours, 11 minutes, 40 seconds. Hold on, wait until you've seen the whole thing before you start deducing. At 0 hours, 12 minutes, another person comes in, just missing her. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure that whatever it was, he doesn't want us to know about it. Remember what he said when you asked him about Quark?
How the fuck would I know? I've been here.
Yeah, so what would have been important enough for him to lie about it? We should consider that it might have been something bad. Yeah, I think so. Maybe he heard a noise. The cyan door opening? Now, 10 seconds after Dio leaves, a fourth person shows up. That brings us to 0 hours, 13 minutes, 10 seconds. And then Kay disappears too. If Kay was telling the truth, this is where he begins to try and resuscitate Luna. Anyway, nothing happens for the next 16 minutes. It's just this. So I'll fast forward, alright? Alright, should be around here. One sec. Okay, you should see something you recognize in a minute here. Yeah. We're back to 21 minutes before the primary doors open. For our arbitrary time code, that's 0 hours and 29 minutes. 1 minute later, at 0 hours, 30 minutes, Kay heads to the Floor A warehouse. That's all the footage I wanted to show you. I've looked at it carefully, and I think it has something to tell us. Well, I can't say for sure. This footage makes for pretty shaky evidence, but it does suggest a very likely culprit. Who do you think it is? What makes you think so? Luna could still have been alive after Clover left the room. Dio and Kay both went into the room after Clover. Either of And what is that element?
Use your fucking head for once. You're gonna get us killed.
Yeah. He knew we had Luna's bracelet, which means he also knew Luna was dead. Is that what you're getting at? When Dio entered the room, Luna was already dead. Interesting. That's pretty much what I thought too, and it does seem like Clover had a motive. Yes. The movement of the A-B rooms convinced Alice that Luna had killed the old woman. Once Clover realized that, she probably started to think that Luna had killed Alice to keep her from telling anyone else the truth. She probably led Luna to the crew quarters to confront her. Maybe she hoped seeing Alice's corpse would cause Luna to confess. Maybe she knew something we don't. But Clover didn't get what she wanted. Luna didn't confess. Then, during her interrogation, something happened. It's hard to say what. Luna might have said something that set Clover off, or maybe she admitted to a crime she didn't commit just to get Clover to stop. Whatever it was, something happened that drove Clover to murder. I would guess after she went through the yellow door, she would have been exploring the infirmary with Alice and Kay. That seems the most likely place to find it. Anyway, this is all just a theory, right? We don't have any proof, so keep it quiet, okay? No, nothing to tell us where Clover, Tenmyoji, and Quark went. And nothing about the old woman or Alice's murders either. Still unknown. I wonder if Clover's even alive. I sure hope so. All right, let's start looking. We'll go through the crew quarters and work our way toward the elevator. Got it? You search rooms 1 and 2. I'll take 3 and 4. No good. There's no one in 3 or 4. What about yours? What's wrong? You need to get it together. What are we doing right now? Right. I know how you feel, but sitting around being miserable isn't gonna help anybody. Let's go. They were in a blind spot. The security camera. Remember how we didn't see anything in the real-time feed in the security room? Yeah. Yeah, whoever did this really didn't want them going anywhere. The chain's been looped around the pipe below the sink. Look. See the red marks on their wrists? They were trying to get the handcuffs off. Probably not. And the blood on his clothes probably came from that wound. I don't see any others, at least. If this was the only one, I don't think he died from this cut. Yeah. You can see the marks on their wrists from where they were injected. The tubicurine must have killed them. They wouldn't have been able to get through the white doors without Quark. If someone wanted to use the penalty to kill them, they didn't need to tie them up. I take back what I just said. Yeah. Correct. It has 9 BP, too.
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
calm down. Just because his bracelet's off doesn't mean Quark's dead. In fact, this could be good news. A ray of hope. Yeah, if Quark still had his bracelet on, then he would have ended up like Tenmyoji and Clover. But he's not wearing it. That means he might have managed to avoid getting injected with tubocurarine. Yeah. Maybe he got out then. Why do you have to be so pessimistic? Have you actually seen Quark dead, huh? You need to think positive, Sigma. Reality is what we believe it to be. That's enough! Quark is definitely alive. He has to be. He has to be. I refuse to believe he isn't. I can't let an innocent kid like that get killed. Examining their bodies. Tenmyoji first. Clues. To who might have killed them? Finding Quark's bracelet tells us something. If the killer saw it, that would make for an obvious motive. Right. That's my guess, at least. That's odd. I can't find anything. I should have found something. You remember when we ran into Tenmyoji in the rec room? He sprayed our wrists with luminol. I'm sure I saw him pull the spray bottle out of his pocket. Right. I don't know. I'm gonna take a look at Clover, too. Give me a minute. Look, see her thigh? Doesn't it look like there's something written there? Sorry, I'll have to move your leg a little bit. It says 016. Hang on, I feel like I've seen that somewhere. 016. 016. I know I've seen it somewhere. No, can't remember. Anyway, these numbers have to have something to do with the killer. She must have written them after she got hit with a soparil. There would have been a few minutes before she went all the way under when she could have done something. I think she probably used those last minutes to tell the rest of us who'd killed her. No, there's also Quark. I mean, I'm not saying he did it, just... The luminol. I think there's a very good chance someone took the spray bottle out of Tenmyoji's pocket. Well, let me ask you this. Why do you think they took it? What would they need to do in order to do that? That's it? So? And that would mean? Don't make me keep saying it. Quark's still out there somewhere. You're being ridiculous. Look at their bodies. There's an axe buried in Kay's back, and the spear has been thrust all the way through Dio's stomach. Do you really think a child Quark's size could do that? Ugh. Are you insane? And just when would I have done that? I've been with you this whole time. Checking their bodies like before, I decided to start with Dio. Yeah, two things actually. Take a look at this. Yeah. Dunno. It's not a name I've ever heard of before. But look at the handle. You've seen it before, right? Right. From the looks of it, I'd guess the blade is about 15 centimeters long. I'd say it's probably about 3 centimeters tall and 3 millimeters wide. Like, wound cavity, 150 millimeters. Wound length, 30 millimeters. Wound width, 3 millimeters. Right, well, wound length would be how, and wound width would be how wide the flat end of the wound is. In other words, right. Well, I was just eyeballing those measurements, so we can't be sure. He must have gotten it from Alice. That would match up with what we saw. Right. Well, we can look into that more later. First, I want you to have a look at something else. Don't you remember what I said? I found 2 things. There was the knife, this. What do you mean, that key? So, Alice should have had this, right? And now Dio's got it. So when Dio took the knife, he also took Kay's key. Oh man, you couldn't figure it out from the shape? Get over here. A picture's worth 1,000 words. Let me show you. You remember this, right? Yeah, let's give it a shot. It's no good. Can't get it open. Maybe the suit is powered, and it needs to be on in order to open. But with this axe in here... I think so. At any rate, the key fits perfectly. I don't have any doubt it's for removing Kay's suit. I wonder... Yeah, no way we can get that mask off with our bare hands. Well, I still haven't checked him over. Let's have a look. Maybe we'll find something that'll tell us who he is. Look. A spray bottle with luminol in it. Yeah. We don't know yet. Kay might have taken the spray from Tenmyoji after he died. It's possible he made it through the white doors before we did, went to the infirmary and got this. Anyway, there's something I want to see. Turn off the lights. Yeah, if Kay used the spray before he died, we might still be able to see it. That's okay. If he didn't spray it, there won't be a reaction from any of it. Come on. All right, do it. Thanks. Just as I thought. Look. Dio's left wrist. Exactly. Because there are traces of blood on it. We've seen 5 people with serious bleeding. The old woman, Alice, Tenmyoji, and these 2 here. I'm disinclined to think this is Dio or Kay's blood, though. See? If you look, it's been wiped off. Except for the luminol, the bracelet looks clean. Why would someone wipe blood off a bracelet after being hit with an axe or stabbed with a spear, and then spray it with luminol? It doesn't make sense. Right.
Can I see the other side of your bracelets? Please, just do it.
That would have meant he was looking for either Alice's blood or the old woman's. No idea, but whatever the case, Tenmyoji seemed to think that whoever had this bracelet was Zero Sr.
Just relax, okay? That's all I needed to know. Neither one of you is Zero Senior.
Are you saying that because there wasn't any reaction from the luminol?
Yeah?
I don't know. The only thing I can say for sure is that there's a possibility that Dio killed the other 6 victims. Kay, perhaps, after he was attacked, he used the last of his strength. Huh? All of this would be over. This awful game would be over.
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Quark. Whatever. We need to get back to the Floor A warehouse. Hurry! Why would they run away? You must have taken one from Dio or Kay before we got to the rec room. We know they went through a white door. Remember? We saw the footage in the security office. That means they had a star key just like we did. Right. That's impossible. You're being an idiot. It's much more likely he found the key card after they died. Any ideas where to look? Well, there's one place I'd like to check out. Come on. Right. Aren't you curious? Yeah. Probably belongs to the director. Chairs? And that's what you think we'll find in there? Well, there could be anything in there. That would make things easy. We'd settle things right now and then get the hell out. You don't need to keep asking me if... There's no one here. Yeah, maybe Dio and Kay did that. A lion. A sun? We probably can't use it unless we know what those are. Sure, I'll give it a shot. Yeah, just as I thought. Might as well forget about this. We can't get anywhere without a password. Let's see if we can find any other clues. This is the director's office after all. If we turn the... Shall we? What's wrong? What? How did you figure out the login? What the hell do you mean you just knew it? Why are you bringing that up? It doesn't have anything to do with this. What? I don't... Sure, fine. Just let me get right on that. Are you out of your damn mind? Tell me what the hell is going on here? Why do you know how to log into this computer? Fine. You still don't make any sense, but I don't think you're lying. And the AB game deadline isn't getting any further away. All right. Let's see what this thing has for us. Where are we supposed to start? Looks like there's tons of stuff in here. Oh, can you tell me the ID that you put in? I can try searching for that. Maybe we'll get a hit. Looks like it. Don't ask me. You seem to know more about all this than I do. Fine, whatever. Just read the file. Maybe it'll make more sense. Let's see here. Yeah. There's something written underneath it. It says, appearance after application of ABT.
It's this special artificial biological tissue what's called ABT. When a golem's all new and shiny, they've got a nice suit of ABT over that metal skeleton. Makes us look right human, it does. Even feels like real skin, with pores, a little bit of hair, and a few pimples, scars and the like. Truth to tell, I doubt you'd be able to tell the real from the fake, even if it was right in front of you. See, right in the middle.
I see. Luna was a golem, and DML016 was her product ID. I don't know how autonomous she really is, but I find it hard to believe she would have come here of her own free will. Probably. Look. At the bottom of the screen, it shows her current status. Probably. What if it was some kind of Voight-Kampff test? It's from an old book. A test to see how human she was. Whether or not 8 people would be able to figure out she was a robot. That might almost explain the whole game, actually. Making us solve puzzles and play the AB game. All of those things could have been designed to give us a chance to see her true nature. Yeah, Luna is the girl locked in the room, and the 8 of us are the people outside it. Well, like I always say...
All what matters is if the person next to you does what a human ought. Looks like a person, acts like a person, and talks like a person, then it's probably a person.
Right now, I didn't know until I saw this stuff. I don't know why I said that. It just felt like it made sense. Yeah. Look, forget about that. See Luna's status? You think robots die? She was only injected with muscle relaxant.
Ten minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, Any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
That might not be the only thing she did. Look. What are the last 3 digits of her product ID? And where have we seen that before? We should go check her body. You remember where it is? Yeah. And I trust him.
5 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. The game hasn't stopped. If we don't vote, we're going to get penalized.
Invalid pair detected. Please retry.
Right. Luna...
2 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead. Wait! Sigma!
One minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
She's probably planning on participating in the game. Yeah. Betray. I'm sure of it. Why else would she have come here? If she wanted to vote ally, she could have just waited for the deadline to pass. Yeah, why are you asking, though? Her BP doesn't matter right now. Have you totally lost it? She doesn't have her bracelet on. And besides, she's a golem. She isn't trying to get out. Whether she has 9 BP or not doesn't mean anything to her. Isn't that obvious? She wants to keep our BP below 9. Say she defaulted to ally. We could choose whatever we wanted, and we'd still get 9 BP. She's here to make sure that doesn't happen.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
And
2, 1. Round 3 of the Ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse. Thank you for your Ambidex gates now opening.
Hey, Sigma! Are you insane? Why the hell did you choose ally? That's odd. We came out the moment the gates opened. There's no way she could have left already. Then, she let the system vote ally for her?
Results from round 3. Please direct your attention to the result.
Yeah, let's go have a look.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
Yeah, that means all those penalties are meaningless. Why did Luna show up then? I mean, we've got our 9 BP now, but... Alright, what do you want to do, Sigma? Do you want to leave? You sure? Well, that's a relief. I was hoping you'd say that. Now let's get moving. We need to find Quark. Luna.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 4 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round. Star keys are...
All right, Quark comes first. Let's go. Sigma, there's something I want to ask you. There are 3 doors here. You, Alice, and Luna went through the one on the right. That took you to the Golem Bay, correct? Take a look. See the lock? Yeah. There's only one person who could have opened it. All right, let's head... I think they're treatment pods of some sort. One of them is lit up. The glass is all fogged up. Yeah. This is it. Ready? What's wrong? You're supposed to say yeah. What the hell is this? You want to stay here? What if Luna kills you too? Think about it. Alice, Clover, Tenmyoji, the old woman, even Dio and Kay. There's a good chance Luna killed all of them. Why doesn't matter. Remember what we saw on Clover's thigh? And what's that the same number as? Where did we find the old woman's corpse? And if you're right, her brain is in the central computer core. That means she could have easily moved that crane, right? She could have used it anytime she wanted. Exactly. She must have moved the AB room. Alice noticed it right away. At the very least, that would mean Luna had a reason to try and kill Alice. She could also have murdered Dio and Kay. Remember their star keys? Luna must have taken them, which puts her in the room with Dio and Kay. You understand, don't you? I admit none of this evidence is conclusive, but look at our options. You, me, Quark, and Luna. Who do you think is the most likely to be the murderer? Think this through, Sigma. Luna's a golem. That means she's a robot that's part of this facility, designed to do God knows what. If what you said about golems and the central computer is true, she's basically a puppet of Zero Junior's. There isn't really much of an argument to be made here. The only option is to leave her here and get out.
Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic.
Damn. Don't scare me like that. Okay, I'm going to open it. You ready? Yeah, I guess so. It's time we got out of here. Let's go.
The number 9 door has been opened. It will remain open for 9 seconds.
Sigma! What the hell are you thinking? Get back here! No, you don't mean you're going to go find Luna? God damn it, Sigma! Think about what you're doing! Sigma! Listen to me! You can't do this!
The number 9 door has closed. This ends the nonary game. Thank you for your participation. As the game is over, all doors other than the number 9 door have been unlocked. Escape is not possible. Please enjoy your stay.
Isn't this nice? This is the only place in this whole facility with anything green. I kind of feel silly saying it, but it makes me think of the great outdoors. I think it's the perfect place for a serious conversation. Being surrounded by nature makes me feel happy. I'm not sure what you meant just now, but are you talking about something that happened in another history? I know what you can do. Someone told me about it once. They said that you have the ability to transport your consciousness through time. Sigma, aren't you here to ask me something? Why I killed them, perhaps? Oh? Why do you think I didn't do it? I'd like to know your reasoning. Why do you think so? Is that your proof? That's why you think Dio killed her? Then why are you so sure? What?
Alright, fine. You caught me, I did it. I killed the old bitch and took her bracelet.
Wait, when did that happen? Isn't that against the rules? What do you mean?
All of humanity is going to die. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
Sigma, I'm glad you don't think I did it, but all of your theories are just, well, theories. Like Alice committing suicide. How can you be sure? Say she was infected with Radical 6. She could have been murdered before her symptoms even began to present themselves. As for Clover and Tenmyoji, I could easily have killed them. You don't have any proof that Clover's message was mirrored like you say, or even that it was supposed to refer to Dio. Even if it did, that's not conclusive evidence of his guilt. The same goes for Kay and Dio. I could have killed them both. Why do you trust me so much? I'm a machine. I'm part of this place. How can you trust a machine? What? Have you ever heard of the 3 laws of robotics? A robot without the 3 laws is just a bunch of metal and plastic. Sigma. You were right. I didn't kill them. How should I explain? Well, actually, you got most of it right. Well, first, yes, Dio did sneak into the facility. He used the large cargo elevator and came into the warehouse on floor A through the number 9 door. Since the game hadn't started yet, anyone could go through it. Yes, I guess you could say that. He did get in pretty easily, but that's because Zero Jr. lured him here. Dio wasn't a surprise. Both Zeros knew that he was going to come. In a way, because his presence was an important part of Zero's project. I can't go into that right now. We'd be here forever. Right now, let's just focus on the murders, okay? Anyway, Dio found his way in. They made sure he didn't know that he was actually being let in. To make sure Zero's project failed, his first step was to pretend to be one of the players. As for how he did that, you had it pretty much right. The old woman was the first one out, and he killed her under the graffiti. He put her bracelet on after he wiped the blood off it with the handkerchief. Then he wrapped the knife up and hid it between the 5th and 6th AB rooms, counting from the left in their original placement. Right. After that, he went back into the 5th AB room where Quark was sleeping. Then he just waited for Quark to wake up. Nothing. I couldn't do anything. My body had been turned off. Zero Jr. had powered me down. My body wasn't activated until after Dio went into the 5th room. I couldn't help her. All I could do was watch while she was murdered. Everything in this place is controlled by Zero Jr. I couldn't try and prevent Dio from getting in either. Yes, that's right. Zero Jr. moved the room, not me. Me. It took me 10 minutes to get out of my AB room once I was turned back on. I ran over to check on her as soon as I did. Then I carried her back to the room I'd been in. Because I was ordered to.
Luna, listen to me very carefully. As you already know, the final stage of the project begins in 2 hours. This will be the culmination of many years of hard work. We cannot afford failure.
Yes, I understand.
Then let's make sure. What is your mission?
Enter the nonary game as one of the participants and observe the actions of the other players. Ensure that they do what they are supposed to and guide them down the correct paths.
How many players will there be?
Myself and 7 others, ma'am. Will you be participating as well?
Yes. Our plan dictates that I must. An individual by the name of Dio will be entering this facility presently. He has been led to believe he is doing so undetected. You've been briefed on him already, correct?
Yes. He will murder the first person to leave one of the AB rooms and take their place. If a pair is the first out, he'll probably kill both of them. That's all the information I've been given on him, ma'am.
Is there a problem?
With all due respect, ma'am, I would like to state that I don't feel right about this. We know someone is going to be killed, and we're just going to let it happen? I also have doubts about the use of Radical 6. Are you sure? Infecting all these people with such a horrible disease.
That is none of your concern. Your only concern is to follow your orders.
But...
Luna, I am giving you an order. I am in command, and you do as I say. You are programmed to do as I say. You know this.
Yes.
Good. Now, I have one final order.
Another order, ma'am?
Yes. When you leave the AB room, the person Dio has killed will still be there. I would like you to move them.
Where?
To the room you are about to enter, the 6th AB room.
But what?
Not your concern. As a participant in the game, you must have as little knowledge of it as possible. That is why I have made sure you are unable to access any classified data. There are things you must not know. In order for this project to succeed, we need you to be as close to a clean slate as possible. There are some things you already know, which ideally you would not. Unfortunately, this is unavoidable, so you must refrain from divulging anything you know about the project to the other participants. You must never tell anyone what you know about Dio, or the body, or that you carried it to the 6th AB room. You will have to pretend you know nothing more than the rest of the participants.
Is that an order?
Yes. Do I make myself clear?
Yes. After that, I went into the AB room as I'd been told to. As soon as I stepped inside, my body deactivated. But since my brain is in the main computer, I was still awake, so I still saw everything. While I waited, I used the security cameras to see what was going on in the rest of the facility. Yes, it was hard. What I was seeing made no sense. Several of my higher level processes nearly failed. To think that she would be the first person to come out. I think she knew that Dio was going to kill her. When she'd said she had one final order for me, I didn't understand what she meant. Like a fool, I told her I didn't approve, when I had no idea what she was prepared to do. When she died, whatever I have that passes for a heart felt like it snapped in two. Yes. No. She did, but she wasn't the only person I took orders from. Yes. Yes. They worked together to develop the project she mentioned. So I suppose, technically, my orders came from both of them. And they were both controlling Zero Jr., too. I told you before that Zero Jr. moved the 6th AB room. Although that's strictly true, he didn't do it of his own free will. They ordered him to do it. He was following orders just like me. I don't know. I really don't. Maybe they did it so that people wouldn't suspect me. Then, maybe they wanted the opposite. Maybe they wanted you to suspect me. You're right. Then maybe they only wanted certain people to be suspicious of me. Yes. Perhaps they wanted Alice to find the handkerchief and the knife. That would explain why they moved the room. Yes, I think so. Well, whatever the reasons were, Alice did notice that the room was moved. Which meant that Clover also figured it out. And just like you said, Alice used the knife to take her life. Clover didn't realize that, though. Or perhaps she didn't want to. In any event, she decided that I must have killed Alice to keep her quiet. So she confronted me. It was right after the second round of the AB game. Using Phi's timetable, that would be 0 hours, 0 minutes. Yes, that wasn't all I was listening to, though. I know everything that happened in the facility after my body collapsed. Yes, I was. I could see and hear everything. Anyway, we're at 0 hours, 0 minutes. I was in the hallway on floor A when Clover found me and took me to room 2 in the crew quarters. We entered at about 0 hours, 1 minute. She was very forceful.
I know you killed Alice. Tell me the truth and I'll let you live. Now fess up! I'm only gonna give you one chance. If you lie or try to play dumb or something, I'll kill you right in front of her!
I told her the truth, of course. I explained that I hadn't killed Alice, that she'd been infected with Radical 6, and it had caused her to kill herself. Clover was never going to believe that, though. We argued about it for nearly 9 minutes. It wasn't just Alice she asked me about. She asked me about the murder of the old woman, and about the AB room being moved. She wasn't very nice about it, but I couldn't answer any of her questions. Yes. Then, at about 0 hours, 10 minutes, she must have run out of patience. She stuck her hand in her pocket and started moving toward me. She backed me up against the wall and pulled her hand out of her pocket. She was holding the injection gun. I tried to take it away from her. I even screamed for help. She refused to let go, of course, while we were fighting over it. advice was always to act like I was one of the players. A human. Any human injected with that amount of tubocurarine would die. No, I collapsed because Zero Jr. turned off the power to my body again. He probably felt he had to. Maintaining the illusion that I was human was probably in his orders, too. So to make it look like I had died, he turned the power off. Whatever the case, it was an accident. I don't think Clover ever intended to actually kill me. She only took the injection gun to try and threaten me. When I collapsed, she looked terrified. She checked for my pulse and listened to see if I was breathing. She also shook my body and called out to me several times. If she'd meant to kill me, why do all that? After a few moments, she ran off to the infirmary to get the AED. Yes. Correct. Yes. She ran off toward the infirmary. On the way, she bumped into Dio. Yes, I guess she just saw him, really. They didn't talk. She just ran past. Yes, I imagine he was curious, of course. He probably wondered what she was doing, but he chose not to go after her. He had something else to do. He seemed pretty surprised to find my body. It didn't take him long to get over it, though. He'd gone there for 2 reasons. One was to get Alice's bracelet, which was a blue solo. Yeah, but he couldn't find it. Yes, but there was something else he wanted to do, too. He was there to take the knife. Removing it was gruesome. No, I don't think so. I think he didn't want anyone to see the engraving on the knife's blade. That's why he hid it so well after he killed the old woman. Do you remember what it said? There was a word engraved on the blade. Yes. It's the name of the organization he belongs to. I don't think so. I'm afraid not. Yes. I don't know about that. He's killed 4 people. I'm not really sure he's on anyone's side. May I continue? He heard Kay opening the cyan door and ran out. When he left, he was heading toward the infirmary. My guess is that he was going after Clover. He found her with the AED. She was probably planning to just ignore him and head back, but Dio didn't let her.
Hey, wait. Just what are you planning to do with that thing? Thinking about trying to resuscitate Luna? And why would you want to do that? You were the one who killed her, weren't you? The fuck do you think you're doing?
Dio, what the hell are you doing?
None of your goddamn business. Stay out of this, you senile old shit.
Like hell, you son of a bitch!
What are you going to do?
Let's see. How about this? How cute. You two really look great together, you know?
What are you going to do to us?
Isn't it obvious? I'm gonna handcuff you to a sink. Actually, I already have.
Are you going to beat us to death or something?
Ugh, no. Nothing so tasteless.
What are you going to do then?
How'd you like to make a bet?
A bet?
You've got, 20-some minutes until the primary white doors open. So I'd say you've got 25 minutes until they close. Give or take. If somebody happens to come by here before the doors close, you might live. But if nobody finds you, well...
We'll be penalized.
Exactly. So, I suggest you start screaming for help now. Unfortunately for you, just about all the rooms in this place are behind at least 2 nice thick doors, so unless they're pretty close, nobody's gonna hear you scream. Well, I'm off to the Floor B warehouse, okay? Enjoy your last 25 minutes. Later.
"25 minutes passed and no one came. Of course, by then there were only 3 other people who could have come, apart from Dio. Yes, you were in the crew quarters at this point. Unfortunately for Clover and Tenmyoji, their time had come. Once the primary white door closed, both of their bracelets injected them with Soparil. Yes, almost immediately they started to feel sleepy. I think that's when Clover realized she was definitely going to die. That was when she decided to leave her message. Just as you said, she wrote on her left thigh with her right hand. Yes. As for what happened in the rec room, well, I guess I don't really need to tell you. Your theory was essentially correct. What you said was what happened. Yes. After they went through the white door, Dio and Kay found themselves in the director's office. When they were done there, they headed back to floor A to look for everyone else. They went to the crew quarters first, then to the infirmary. Of course, they found Clover and Tenmyoji's bodies there. Dio expected to find them, of course, but he pretended to be shocked. Anyway, Kay checked them over for anything useful. Right. That's everything that happened. Do you have any questions? Tenmyoji had it. Then when Dio attacked him, it fell out of his pocket. I told him where it was. Do you remember when you were in the rec room with Phi and Tenmyoji? Right after then. When he left the rec room, he went toward the green door to look for Quark. I ran into him at the end of the hallway, where the 3 doors and the switch are. That was when I told him. Look, Tenmyoji, the center door is unlocked. He took off through it without another... Yes. Right. It only took him a moment. As soon as he saw Quark, he ran to his pod and started crying. Yes, the display on the pod showed Quark's vital signs. It was obvious he was alive the moment you looked at it. Next to the pod was Quark's bracelet. That was how Tenmyoji got it. I took it off. Aluminum foil. Oh, you found it? Did you know that aluminum foil has electromagnetic shielding properties?
Here's an exciting fact. Your heart creates a bunch of faint electrical impulses. Anyway, the point is that you can detect the electricity that your heart makes by pumping blood. Your fancy little bracelets pick up on that. They're always watching.
Yes, all you have to do is wrap it around your bracelet. Yes. Anyway, I used some aluminum foil to get Quark's bracelet off. Then I put it next to the pod. Oh, that's easy. I put him there. Remember when we were first looking for Quark? I found him unconscious near the entrance to the Golem Bay. Yes. No, I was not. I do not have the authority to operate any of this facility's machinery. That's right. Tell you what. To play the nonary game. That was part of the project. Because she was infected with Radical 6. Zero Senior and the old woman did that. It was a necessary evil. It had to happen for the project to succeed. Clover wouldn't have suspected me, and she wouldn't have accidentally... killed me. I wouldn't have collapsed, and Dio wouldn't have found my body. That would have meant the confrontation in the infirmary never took place. Yes. I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Because Dio killed the old woman, he was worried about getting caught, so he tried to kill Kay before he could find out the truth. Yes. So that he could pose as one of the participants. To disrupt the project. The same reason they did all of this. It was a necessary evil. The project couldn't be allowed to fail. Sigma, would you hug me? This feels nice. I'm sorry. My ABT is usually held in place by muscle fiber, but after Clover gave me the tubocurarine... Does it scare you? This is what I really look like. I'm a golem. Just a machine. A jumble of metal and plastic that pretends to be real. You believed in me this whole time, even though I look like this? Thank you. Thank you so much. I wish I could stay here forever. But I think my time is up. I've done things I really shouldn't have. Do you remember what you asked me earlier about if Zero Jr. had reactivated my body? Remember? The truth is, he didn't. I did. I went to the part of the core that controls Zero Jr., and I hacked it. Yes, that was the first thing. The second. Do you know what the second one was? If I had really wanted to, I could have saved Clover and Tenryoji. Then Kei and Dio probably wouldn't have killed each other. That's not all. I could have stopped Alice from killing herself. And I could have even saved the old woman at the very beginning. In other words, I had the ability to disobey my orders. But I didn't. That's the second thing. I broke the first law. I was scared. I was afraid to die. Obviously, hacking the core and taking control of Zero Jr.'s systems is very, very bad. Golems who don't follow orders can become dangerous, so we're terminated if we disobey. You lose access to your body, of course, but everything that's stored in the core, your memories, your consciousness, is deleted. Yes, very soon now I'll be gone. Zero Jr. is probably recovering himself right now. Once he's done, I doubt I'll be around much longer. I watched 6 people die and did nothing. I deserve this. Oh, Sigma, thank you. I'm sorry. At least I get to die in your arms. Thank you, Sigma. And goodbye.